When you put so much awesome in, it's sometimes a bit too much awesome for the eyes. Hi everyone, my name is Marette and welcome to our Design Makeover show where we look at simple ways to improve design submitted by the community. Today, our graphic designer Pete will refashion a social post to celebrate the beginning of the school year from a member of our community. Alignment, negative space, and hierarchy are the key design principles Pete is keeping in mind. That's it from me. Let's take a look and see what he creates.
The first thing I look at when I look at this is there's a lot going on here. And I think that sometimes when we all start designing, or I do this a lot, we think, all right, let's try and make everything awesome. So we go, all right, we're going to put an awesome picture in. We're going to do something cool with the kind of duotone background there. We might do a really awesome background, then we're going to make the text awesome. The thing with that is when you put so much awesome in, it sometimes is a bit too awesome for the eyes. We need to kind of maybe pick one of the elements out of this that is awesome and then simplify the rest of it. And by doing that, by simplifying some of the design work around those elements, it really enhances it. So the thing that I really liked about this was this so this has obviously been made with the background remover and we've cut it out and we've used some of the duotone. I thought that was really quite creative. So I'm going to actually copy that and use that for my design. I'm going to pop him down there and I'm going to just straight away put just a nice plain background on the back. So I'm just going to jump up here. I'm going to pick this nice blue just to get started. And sometimes I'm going to zoom out so I can kind of see what's going on. The other thing we want to look at as well is I always like to think, what are we designing when we get started? It looks like it's got Sam Manuel Elementary School. So it's a school, it's a grade 4. So we're showing that he's in grade 4. And then I assume this is the name in the background here. So it looks like it's like a student card. To me, I would think about the hierarchy of this and what's important. If you think about like a baseball card and you saw a baseball card, you want to know the person's name. That would be the most important thing. So we're going to do the name and make the name an important aspect. So when you look at it straight away, you go, oh, okay, that's the person's name and here's the photo, so it matches. Now, because you've used a nice kind of funky text in different areas, I might pick something a little bit more interesting for a text. So I'm just going to jump over. I'm going to put a headline in. Ooh, I'm on that page, but I'll copy him out of there and pop it down here. I'm going to pop it up using my guides. And what's a nice one? Maybe Gatwick. Really like this one. First name, because this is actually a flattened image on the top up here, I can't actually grab the type. So you just might have to bear with me while I type some things. So first name, we're going to do ice. Drag that across. I'm going to drop down for the second name. The reason why I'm using 2 boxes here is because I'm actually going to do something a little bit interesting with the name. So we'll drop this surname in. I'm going to align these to the left because I'm using the left align. So what that does is, if I have it, I could have it centered or to the right, but for this one, we want it kind of hard aligned to the left. So I'll drop that in there. We've got the name in so far. I think it's a little bit small, so I'm going to bring it up a little bit. So I'm just dragging it out. Also think that white's going to look a lot better and really pop on that blue background. And what I wanted to do with this was I thought, let's do something a little bit interesting. I'm going to like reverse this so we've got a stroke outline. So the way we can do that is we can go up to effects, we can go to hollow. If you can see, that's kind of made it separated the 2 names out. I think it makes it a little bit more interesting. Grab those, play with the size a little bit. So that looks good. And then the next thing I'm going to look at is what else is important here. So the first thing is the name. Then I think that obviously grade 4, something that we're quite proud of because we've done it quite big here. So I'm going to drop the name down. So I'm just going to copy this down here. I'm going to type in grade 4. It's quite big. So we'll make this smaller. Like that looks quite nice. Now, I'm starting to think that we might make him a little bit bigger. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of, as I'm going along, I'm visually looking at it and I'm saying, okay, let's try and balance. So it's kind of like a 50-50 rule here. I'm looking at half of this page, it's going to be the photo and half's going to be the text. So the next thing we need to do is put in the type for the school. Let's grab the school name. Sam Manuel Elementary. Just let me type that out. Because it's quite a big word. You could pop it like that, but I sometimes, with like secondary text, I kind of like to sometimes put it on its side. I think that we can maybe fill this gap in here. And if we wanted to match in the middle, we could put the top of the box at the bottom of that text, the top of the box there. And then that's put it in the middle. I think it's quite big. I might still just go down a little bit. So I might put in 15, go down. And then I might add a line, just because I feel like lines generally can be used to make things look better. So let's put this around to 90%. Now with the line, it's going to be quite hard to see here, but I'm going to zoom in so you can have a look once I get it nice and straight. It's got curved ends on the line at the moment. Now, the type is quite hard. It's got some hard edges. So I think that the line will look better if I go up here and change the end of the line to be a square line. And then you normally want to just make sure that your line, you can do this by going up and putting on your rulers. If you want, you can drag down a ruler and you want to match the end of the word and the start of the word with the line. And then what that does is it just visually makes it look nice. I'm thinking this is probably going to live on Instagram or something like that. So I sometimes zoom out just to have a look at it and imagine what it would look like on a phone. I think that's a good start for this one here.
And that's a wrap. Pete showed us how you can apply some design principles to this Instagram post, and you can apply those principles to anything you design. So get creating, and don't forget to share your designs with this QR code for the chance to be featured in an upcoming design makeover. Enjoyed this video? Make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with our content and to see more videos like this one.